Yeah, I want to talk on the issue of the development of Igboland, which is the most essential and the most important thing now for my people. Now that we are talking about our freedom, our political freedom from Nigeria, we also should not undermine our economic freedom, which is in our hand and not in the hand of Nigeria to a large extent to accomplish that. I was in a forum where there is an argument on which strategy should be best and what is the priority need of Igbo today. And some people said we should take up arms and fight Nigeria once and for all. That's very nice. Some say going into political activism or political whatever will just be a daydream. I said that's fantastic. But my position remains that the most important thing for my people is economic freedom. And I stand to be corrected. Because for this same reason, my people have left our homeland in droves, going to other countries, going through hell like we are witnessing in South Africa today. And I must tell you that if our homeland is economically developed by the governors of the Southeast, I will tell you, our people will have no reason to risk their lives to stay where they are being killed. Some of them will tell you it's better for them to die there than to come back to Igboland. And why would that be? Because of the impunity and failure of governance in Igboland. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is old record. Now, my argument also continues to be that it is only when we are able to have political power, people in government who are truly Biafrans in their blood and in their deed, who will continue to rigmarole. I said it. There is no missing word. There's no need to be politically correct. Because if South Africa can, in the midst of their madness, have somebody like Julius Malema, the leader of EFF party, look at what they have been doing. I will not continue to repeat his videos. But if we have men like him, of which I know we do, but for us to give them the opportunity to go into power and address first the economic problem of Igboland, which we don't even need Nigeria. We are talking about restructuring. You don't need Nigeria to restructure Igbo and make it economic viable place more than anywhere in Africa. But because of primitive accumulation of wealth, governance of impunity and wickedness, they will never fix that. They rather kill our economy than to encourage it. And that is why I am making this video. I am making this video as a way to open up our eyes, to still understand it is in our DNA. Talking about being Japan of Africa, talking about being from Bana, it is in our DNA that if given the opportunity, we will do wonders that the world will be amazed. And that is why they will continue to suppress us, because they know what we carry. But who are our problem? The political class in Igboland. Because if they fix electricity, or if they fix our homeland, come together Even the people are willing to support government, to give their hard-earned money to government to fix our economy. I'll tell you, just a little push you give our people, they will do wonders. We have seen, or we've had, those of us that were not born during the war period, you saw what our people were able to invent. It was not magic. They did that during war situation, under war condition. You can imagine what they would do in a serene environment where they are encouraged. Again, currently we are seeing young people doing wonders. If I start bringing them all here, we will not finish. Many of you have seen it. Those who have produced cars, those who have invented this and that. We've seen a young guy that invented generator that uses water to run.
Your one and only friend, Emeka Nelson, the inventor of electric hydro generator, the portable hydroelectric generator, and then one with C12. This generator we are talking about is only, in as much, is something that took me almost 6 to 7 years to do. It's still crude, no yet finishing touch because the machine still needs further development. But you can imagine this machine can work. All you need here is just water and just this little battery. The battery here is not only maybe as a source of to provide the energy. What the battery need here is just to provide a force that we need. Don't ask me more. Then, as you can see, this is just the machine. This is an electric bulb I'm going to use. This is the water. This is the water tank. The water tank is extended almost to this extent. You can see it there. No water again. No, nothing is inside. You can see. You can watch me. I have to do the connection right away. Connect the battery. The machine is not going to work in any way because we're going to hear a sound. The machine will be steaming. The machine will be kind of running as you're hearing a sound, but it's not going to generate any electricity. First of all, I have to on. The machine is already on. Then to test, this is actually a 60-watt electric bulb, not an energy bulb. Once it's working, you're supposed to see this way. Nothing is happening. You can see it's not going in. Now I have to off it. Then let me put the water. This is a clean water we have. I can take it as a proof. Again, I have to clean. I just fill the machine with the water. It's done. Now let's watch. Let's just know whether Omega is doing magic or not. First of all, power the machine. As you can see, this is voltmeter.
How many places have you seen that in Africa? Without the help of anyone, without the help of anyone, and under the tutelage of nobody, self-taught. That is what is in our people. We have seen it. If this young guy can do this without the help of anyone, imagine what he would do with a little support from government. Our own government. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Nigeria wants to kill your destiny at all cost. Now, this man is the reason why I'm making this video, because I went there, I saw things for myself. I'm talking about Engineer Obi Vincent Ugochukwu.
His name is Engineer Obi Vincent Ugochukwu, the director of Ovus Electrotech Limited. He is a graduate of Electronic Engineering, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He is currently a self-trained solar mechatronic engineer. Obi Vincent is from Mbosi, Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. Born to the family of Nze Chief Lawrence Obi. Engineer Obi Vincent Ugochukwu has done a lot for himself and is currently transferring his wealth of knowledge to young people who came voluntarily to pass through his training program. Engineer Obi is proud of his apprentice, among others, who have been able to successfully invent a drone from locally sourced scraps. Here is my interview with him.
All right, can I know your name, please?
Engineer Obi Vincent Ugochukwu, the Ovus.
Okay, Obi Vincent Ugochukwu, that's Ovus. That's your brand name.
That's the brand name.
All right. We've seen a lot of things you've done here. Tell us more about it. The solar panel, the drone, the electronic engineering that you are doing here. What is it all about?
Okay, I school from University of Nigeria Nsukka. I read electronic, and when I started doing my motorcycle mass productions, the relays and flashers, the Vice Chancellor Professor Chinedu Nebo picked interest and then pleaded that I'm a pathfinder. I'm leading the way to help Nigeria conquer what China want to do against Nigeria, because they are capturing our people, the market, and they are enslaving our people technologically. So pleaded that I should help them train the younger ones, to help subsidize the training for the younger ones. That's where the whole thing started. They gave me a grant of 100,000, which is like giving a student, now a 40 student, like 1.5 million in my own rating. So, and they pleaded that I should bend down, should forget about pushing money with my early inventions of the motorcycle and then the small miniaturized inverters. Then solar was not added. So for about 12 years I was in the university. I was researching, and the university made good use of me, developing me into mechatronic while I read electronic. Mechatronic in the sense that almost all the departments in UNN were coming to me, consulting. Professors, lecturers, doctors were coming, students. So that's where the whole thing exploded. So right now you are in embassy. For some reasons I've been staying here. I feel more comfortable working from home. Okay, so Akuruno. So I have to come down from UNN, bring my gospel to my own people. We have university, the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University. That's why I see many of my IT students came from there. I've already trained thousands in UNN before I came down here. But the point I'm striking here is that outside the electronic I read, through the project given to my office as director of the Ovus Electrotech Nigeria Limited, I developed into mechatronic, meaning I can handle mechanical, electronic, computer, solar, sensors, drone. You see, the drone is mechatronic. Like the student flying the drone yesterday in the Igbo World Congress, I brought him there. His drone, the drone is mechanical and electronic and sensors all combined in one. We can make the drone tomorrow fly with solar power drone. You understand? So that's what is happening here. So, and the inventions that I'm bringing in is, one, we have been able to master, one, how the solar work, to understand why most of the solars spoil. Because there are some things, the white man always puts what I call the spoilability factor in every product they bring into this country. It might be the demand of Nigerians. They have spoilability factor in every product. So what I, as Ovus, has done is in every product and every component I'm using, I discover the spoilability factor, I remove it. Then I can give you a guarantee for my product. So if I tell you 100 years, it will stay 100 years.
Okay, now, considering the nature of electricity here, from all the things you have done, you've talked about how the UNN has encouraged you to expand your knowledge in all this. What had government done? Have you sought the help of government to escalate this and build maybe a technical institution for you to train young people into this? And can this be transformed into a larger community electricity base that can guarantee electricity supply for domestic use or industrial use?
To start with, let me start with the second question you asked, talking about expanding this to serve for community electricity. Up there, one of the pictures you took, you have the inverter transformers. The basic thing in the inverter is the transformer. Most of them you see, they are 5 kVA transformers, 2 kVA. But watch, there is bigger one down. That is 20 kVA. In Umbos here, we have 10 villages in Umbos. Now, my design is that each of that 10 village numbers can be powered with one of my 20 kVA inverter. And I'm doing each one at little amount. If let me say, if the Igbo people are doing their own like 10 million, my own is like 2 point something, 3 point something. So if each of the village have one of the 20 kV, the 10 villages will use less than 30 million to have Mbos, the whole of Mbos powered with solar.
Less than 30 million.
Yes, the whole of Mbos powered with solar, and all that I will guarantee 100 years for it. So if this kind of thing is possible, my students that have been training are ready to help. The young men have developed their brain. They have been here with me in Mbos. They are living here. They all leave their parents, leave their various homes, various states to live here. This is like a training school. It's like a mini university for them. They are on IT, but not all of them are on IT. Some are on apprentice. Some are school dropout. You understand? So the idea here is that the product can actually serve the whole of the Southeast. It can give us constant power. At least I'm a living witness. You saw me powering the drilling machine with solar. We stay here, we work quietly, we don't disturb anybody. You don't know what we're doing. We on our solar, we drill, we file, we cut, we do all the things. You are yet to see the machine for cutting the lamination, because those laminations you saw up there, we produce them from scratch. We buy ordinary pan, waste pans, punch them, produce the lamination, treat them with chemicals, coil the transformer ourselves to our own standard from our own research.
I was about asking you where you source your materials, because it looks like a scrap yard and all that. You get your materials from scraps and all that and transform them
from scraps. We got from new ones, but because of the idea of getting from scrap and the way we do it makes it possible that we can bring down the cost. The street lights you saw many of them we mounted at Mbos Gears, Welcome to Mbos, Afombos, and the rest of them. The batteries inside are scrap battery. We have been able to understand the functions of this thing. Some people may call it assembling, but if you think very deep into what we are doing, it's not just assembling. What I'm doing is both professional, technician, and the creative invention. I think from scratch, invent, take it into the market. The motorcycle business, I told you, the relay, I started from scratch. I beat the Igbo people out of the business. All the while I was in the university, I was one of the 2 persons producing motorcycle relays and flashers, supplying to the market. Tonkwone market. Ovus is a household name. So answering that first question, the product can actually serve the whole of the Southeast, power our industries at the amount that each person can afford. You can have solar at that amount with us.
Please, may I know your name, please?
Maju Anslem to
All right, are you a student?
Yeah, I'm a student in Fana University.
Okay, what level?
I'm in Canada, I'm IT.
What are you studying?
I'm studying industrial.
Okay, so what are you doing here exactly?
I heard about the wonders of engineering this. Then in school, sometime last year, he came to school, he showed us some of his products, showed us about his works. And also our lecturers know him because they also consult him for some teaching and stuff. So most lecturers advise us to come here and stuff. I saw him and I have interest in mechatronics very well. Electronics, anything building, creativity, invention, stuff like that.
Okay, so from your rating, from what you learned in the classroom and what you're doing here, what is the comparison between the two? You're doing something practical there?
Yeah. I don't know how to say it. It's smoke there. The school system is far different. Here you see everything you learn. In school you might just be learning, but you cannot understand what you're learning.
Okay.
Like you don't see what you're learning. There's no practical stuff like that, or they hardly is practical.
They hardly expose you to some of these things in the school.
Yeah.
Now, what have you been able to achieve since you've come to this place?
Okay, we start from this concept of drone. I started it in 2016. All it was just even till now, after building the drone, after flying it for fun, I've never touched a new drone, like a foreign drone.
Okay.
Only this I've never touched laying my hands on a foreign drone. So then all I had was determination. I started researching on drones since 2016. I built some frames which I knew that would never fly. But they say you can only get it when you start. So that was the beginning. I just started, although I knew it would never fly. I started again going to frames, discovering other things, learning other things. So I was just this close to flying the drone. Then when I came here, I just learned a few things, a few touches, just touch you, and my drone was flying. 2019.
So just a few touch you got here.
Yeah, that was.
And your drone start flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use of the electronic meter, use of soldering, how to solder, all these things. But just the thing I needed to complete my drone.
Wow. Your students.
Students.
Including this small one.
Residents.
Are you part of this? Come here.
He's my son.
Your son? So,
But he's part of the students.
yeah, but basically very soon he'll start doing what his father is doing. Oh, okay. So, young guys, are you happy doing this here?
Yes.
Okay, and it is exposing you guys. Well, are you in secondary school or university?
I'm through with my secondary school, but I want to enter university.
Okay, all right. And you?
I'm based now.
In university?
Yes, sir.
Well, are you?
Something with me.
All of you are university students? Okay.
I came from Polytechnic.
Polytechnic.
Yes, very good.
All right, that's wonderful. So we encourage you guys, keep it up, and very soon you guys will start doing something extraordinary. Thank you so much. You have seen it all. What that young guy could do. You saw that young boy that he trained. He has been able to produce or invent a drone. This can be done in a massive scale. Our people were in our DNA. Set up technical schools. Our people will do wonder. I will tell you as a way of conclusion of this video, my own template to solving our problem. First, flush out those politicians in power that have no cause to be there, that have no feeling of the aspiration of our people, that have been dented with the corruption and impunity of Nigerian politics. Flush them out. Take over power. Let power come from the people. And that is why we are engaged in mental revolution, because that is the only way to stimulate our people to come out en mass and stand and vote the person or the persons who represents their aspiration, and not those hand-picked stooges of the Fulani Caliphate who have occupied government positions and use them to oppress us. When we do that, we'll fix our economy. Our young boys will stop leaving our homeland in droves. Here will be economic hub of Africa. Let me see the Nigeria that will stop us from being free. I will not say a lot of things here, because some things are more or better classified. I am interpreting money, but I tell you, once that is done, the rest is history. The rest is history. We need political leadership in Igboland for us to achieve all this. I am not here to entertain you. I am not here to pamper your frustration or to fan it up. No, I am here to tell you the truth the way it is. Raw, hardcore truth. And that is where I'm wrapping up. Thank you for watching. Join us in this revolution, mental revolution, that will stimulate into political revolution, that will get us the freedom we want. If you want to argue, bring it down on the comment section. Let us continue this argument, if you say so. But I tell you, this is the only way out. Keep subscribing, keep sharing. Those of you who have been supporting us, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Keep bringing it on. We are building a very powerful society, community right here, that will change our lives for good. Goodbye and stay blessed. More especially, stay safe.